What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Amai Double Hunter. I hope everyone's having an awesome day, man. Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 163 with some heat. We got some confirms. We found out who was the liar. Remi. I knew it was. Come on now. Amai was just too pure, but we found out who the liar was. And man, what a chapter, bro. Gege is about to go for an S tier arc, man. I'm telling you guys, I just have a feeling Gege is about to go for an S tier arc. We only been 3 chapters into the Culling games, and so far Gege has not missed that at all. Now we're about to jump straight into this chapter. I cannot absolutely wait to review. But before we do, if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and join the family. On the channel we cover all sorts of Jujutsu Kaisen content, weekly reviews, character explain videos, ability explain videos, all that fun stuff. So definitely subscribe and join the family. Drop a like if you end up enjoying the video, and comment down below on what you thought of the chapter and what you are looking forward to next. Now with that being said, let us begin. So we begin the chapter off with a small little flashback, and it's about Amai's life while he was in middle school. So we see this dude, I'm assuming that's Amai's friend, and he says to him, what? And Amai's thinking, no, you're doing it completely wrong again. So I guess he's trying to imitate Amai. So basically this is what's going on. Amai's a middle schooler, and just like a whole bunch of middle school kids, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this. Not me personally, but Amai's trying to fit in so he doesn't get picked on. So he's with his friend, and he's trying to tell his friend, okay, do this to make sure they won't pick on you. Unfortunately, the bullies get to his friend and they end up attacking him. And as it's going on, Amai's thinking, what are you keeping quiet for? You just have to master a smile. See, I told you, not actually said anything. How do you not understand? Are you an idiot? So in the next panel, we find out what Amai actually thinks of these guys. Dude, he basically thinks these guys don't have much going on for themselves. They just pick on people for the heck of it. They're not good at sports, they're not good at school, but they do have a whole bunch of pride. He thinks in order to avoid damaging their pride, you just gotta laugh and go along with them. So basically be fake. And he thinks by doing that, other groups won't target you as well. And sometimes you can also get rewards by just being associated or affiliated with them. In the next panel, as we see the bullies beat on a student while Amai's just standing there, we see Yuji come in. He tells him to knock it off. And Amai's thinking, whoa. I'm assuming this is the first time they probably met. Amai's thinking like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. He's about to get fucked up. The bullies then recognize Yuji. They say, oh, is that a school jacket from West Junior High? And the other dude's like, oh, it's a middle school brat, and he's not even being polite with us. So, you know, they're trying to go teach Yuji a lesson. They go to strike Yuji, and Yuji just immediately punches the dude in his face, and blood's gushing everywhere. This is middle school Yuji, so, you know, Yuji's always been that kid. You feel me? The other bullies' friends go to help, and Yuji just totally wrecks both of them. Following after whooping both of their ass, all 3 of their asses, correction, it was 3 of them, he says to Amai, what about you? Are you with them? And Amai panics, of course, and says, nah. So that's Amai, and that's basically, I'm assuming that's how Amai and Yuji met. So in the next panel, we turn to the present time with Megumi and Remi, and they're walking through the city. As they walk, Remi says to Fushiguro, if you're planning on passing through Ikeburo to get to Shinjuku, forget it. That area has a high abundance of resources. There's a higher likelihood that we'll run into other players. There's 2 reasons why we're using this route. It's easier to find our way around here, and it's nearby her base. And she says she hasn't taken a shower, so she might as well go there to rest up a little bit. In the next panel, we turn to Yuji and Amai, and they're in front of a movie theater. And Amai tells Yuji that Higuruma has made this theater his base of operations. And Yuji's like, okay. Yuji then goes off. He thanks Amai for everything that he's done, but before he goes ahead, Amai says, hey, wait up. So this is the part of the chapter where I thought, okay, maybe it might actually be Remi, considering Amai's like, he's kind of hesitant on leading Yuji towards that way. Amai calls Yuji back and asks him if he's seriously heading in it. And Yuji's like, yeah, I want to meet up with my friend of mine, so I'm kind of in a hurry. Yeah, I got shit I need to do. Amai says he's never met Higuruma, but even Haba-san, the helicopter dude, had his ass handed to him. Bro, that guy just been taking L's all day, huh? Yuji then says, I'll be fine. I also defeated Helihead, so I should be able to get away. And Yuji then goes into the movie theater. But as Yuji goes in, Amai says, I need to say to him I should put an end to this. I'm sorry to Dory. So considering this, I honestly thought Amai was seriously leading Yuji into the trap. But in the next panel, and Gege really made it seem like that wasn't Higuruma. But in the next panel, we see the dude we saw at the end of the last chapter, and the dude says, Higuruma, unfortunately my name is Reggie. We then find out that Remi actually led Fushiguro to the dude. Man, she was the one that was lying. Reggie says to Fushiguro, you were duped. In the next panel, we see a crazy look on Fushiguro, like, whoa, Fushiguro is ready to, bro. as soon as Fushiguro is done dealing with this Reggie dude, Fushiguro is he's gonna torture Remi, bro. I promise. Cause Fushiguro is not fucking around, bro. She don't know who his father is, man. After Fushiguro gives Remi that look, Remi says, "Why are you making that face? You don't scare me." Just to let you know, Reggie-sama is super strong, and Reggie just tells her to shut up. Fushiguro then gets mad, he pulls out Shikigami and he says what a waste of time. So looking forward to that. Hopefully that fight goes well. I saw a post that says that his tattoo, the Reggie dude, that his tattoo on his right arm translates to never give up. So I'm assuming that has something to do with his curse technique, or it could just be a cool tattoo, but 9 times out of 10 has to do with his curse technique. And I'm looking forward to seeing some dope stuff from Megumi. Comment down below whether or not you think this is going to be a difficult fight for Megumi. I saw some people saying that there's a possibility that is going to be difficult for him. I don't really think so. I think he's going to be mid at most, because I feel like the real challenges is going to come later during the game. It doesn't make sense, you know, for the tough matchups to become during the beginning. I think we should save those for later. Or it's possible that this fight will turn out to be really difficult for Megumi, and he might have to turn to a player from the Heian most likely, as curse technique specializes in healing, and she'll fix him up after, you know. In the next panel, we then turn to Higuruma and Yuji, and Higuruma is in the theater. He has the bathtub on the middle of the stage and he's just sitting in it, and Yuji's just looking at him like, bro, what the fuck, a bathtub? Like is this guy fucking serious? A fucking bathtub? Are you serious? Higuruma then asks Yuji, who are you and what are you doing here? And Yuji says, I could ask you the same. Higuruma asks Yuji, have you ever taken a bath with your clothes on? Yuji's like, nope. Higuruma then says, it feels better than you think. Okay, Higuruma. Yuji thinks, oh, that's right, back in elementary school he did enjoy the clothes swimming lessons, so he kind of understands where he's coming from. Higuruma then explains to Yuji he recently stopped caring about a lot of things, so he's trying to challenge himself to trying new things he believes were wrong. Okay. He then adds he's well mid into his 30s, yet he's become something of a delinquent, and that's had me fucking dying, you know, grown ass man being a delinquent. Bro, what the fuck? It's crazy to me. And Higuruma asks Yuji if he's gonna laugh, and Yuji's like, it's a bit funny. Yuji then says, you must be Higuruma, and Higuruma says, indeed. Yuji says, I want to talk. Higuruma then says, wait. You'll need to pay a consultation fee of 5,000 yen for every 30 minutes. Yuji's like, huh? Higuruma says, just kidding, I just wanted to pretend to be an asshole of a lawyer. And Yuji's like, I see. Yuji's thinking, since earlier you got 100 points, right? And then Yuji thinks he isn't a past incarnated sorcerer. He must be a mono sorcerer that's awakened a curse technique. He then thinks, okay, since he's probably a mono sorcerer, he doesn't probably have the urge to fight as, like, you know, the sorcerers from the Heian era, because they just live to fight and die. That's all they live for. So he, assuming it's reasonable that he could probably find a way to talk Higuruma out this without having to, you know, engage into a death battle. Yuji then says to him, okay, we want to end the Culling game. And then Yuji's like, okay, wait. I meant nullify the requirement to kill each other rather than end the game. And he says in order to do that, that by way of using your 100 points. And then Higuruma says, let me also be frank with you as well. Let me keep it a buck. I'm not doing that shit. I refuse. And you're just like, is that also a joke? And Higuruma's like, nope. It's just I can sense some possibility from within the Culling games. Laws are powerless at times. But what about the rules of the Culling games? Since the Jujutsu power has been granted to me, is real, the rules must be real as well. There's no need for accusations or prosecutions without arguing over the truth. What if those who break the rules are punished as surely as the laws of physics? That's a wonderful thing. I admit that there are flaws within the rules, however I want to watch over the various system which serves as the foundation of the game. I can't have the game ending right away. So as you guys can already probably tell, and this is probably even before, you know, he got his curse technique and everything. You know, Higuruma's life as a lawyer has been really taking a mental toll on him, you know. All Higuruma wanted was a society where laws were supposed to do what they were supposed to do. You know, fair trials and such, no BS loopholes that automatically turn the whole trial around. You know, that's all he wanted, and it seems like he couldn't get that, and it's so unfortunate. I think he sees the Culling games personally as a second chance, but I think the most interesting thing about this whole thing is the fact that the Culling games isn't perfect, which he acknowledges, and people are actually dying, but he still deems it better than the real world, which is it's really crazy, and it's kind of sad. In the next panel, we see Higuruma reference rules 2 and 8. He says he wants to witness the curse technique removal in action, and he thinks back rule-wise, he thinks you'll die if your technique is taken away. Yuji then says the Culling games itself is a ritual. Everyone in this country will die while you drag your feet. Higuruma's like, you're lying, the Culling game wants to run forever. And Yuji's thinking, even I'm not sure about that. Yuji then gets furious and says, okay, let me change my words. You will let us use your 100 points, Higuruma. And Higuruma gets up. Higuruma says to Yuji, have you ever killed someone who's pissed you off? It feels better than you think. As we see Higuruma pull out his curse technique, and we get the words that Deathmatch begins with points on the stake. Unfortunately, there's no chapter next week, but Gege does deserve his rest. He's been on absolute fire. But Gege did leave us on a high note with the end of this chapter. Moving forward, I think Yuji and Megumi are both going to have some awesome matches, you know. I think Yuji is going to kill his opponent. I think Megumi is going to definitely kill both of them. But I'm more concerned on Yuji because Yuji doesn't really like killing, but for the sake of this match, he's going to have to, you know, time is running. He doesn't have time to waste. They have to stop the game as soon as possible. And if that means killing him, then so be it. Moving forward, I hope we get an update on Yuta. Yo, it's been like 20 chapters since we last saw my boy. I hope you also see what Hikari's doing. I want to, you know, get to those two at some point. But I feel like we're going to have to finish with Yuji and Megumi's fight. And then we're going to jump to Yuta. But Yuta's joined for a while. So I don't know if we're going to have like a little flashback as to what happened in the previous days before Megumi and Yuji joined. But yes, but amazing chapter. Absolutely love the chapter. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen moving forward. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Hit the subscribe button for more content. Comment down below on what you thought of the chapter and the review. Comment down below what things you are excited to see in upcoming chapters. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. You have an awesome day. Peace.